Hi.
Hang on, Sylvia, about to start. There we go. Hey, Dennis.
Yeah, here we go, guys. Good to see you here. Hi, Lucky. Hi, Sylvia. Wow. This is a new experience for Dennis and I, and we haven't done a lot of this. So Be Live is just a wonderful opportunity to get together and share a few things and chat. I want to remind you guys, if you're here, to please go ahead and comment, and we can watch your comments on the feed, and they'll slip across the screen from time to time. So I'm Cheryl Ralph, and this is Dennis Gabriel Smith. Welcome, Dennis.
Thank you. Cheryl, how do you see who's on? Is it is there something I guess you're the one who will see who comes on.
Well, I do see.
Okay. I'll just use
but
my
if they say something like, hang on, Sylvia, about to start, I can show it like this.
Ah, okay.
And then you can see it too. But if you were sitting in the lobby section, you'd see it scroll across. Okay?
All right.
So I'll just keep my eye on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome to the Oasis Energy of the Universe. I'm Cheryl Ralph, a leader in the Oasis and of our journeys here. And with me today is Dennis Gabriel Smith, a founder and great leader in our Oasis. And we have a lot of leaders in our Oasis, don't we, Dennis?
We have amazing people in the Oasis. I'm blown away every time. Lots of times for me, I just have to step back and just see what comes out of, because the creativity and, what comes from within people, it's just like when you see a child or someone who's new into the world, or they just become exploring. It's like this sense of everything is new and it's unending, right? So for me, I've been doing this for 30 years. So when I get to see people that are, blossoming in what they're doing, it's more exciting for me almost to watch that than it is for me to do it. So it's great.
And I think I feel the same way. I think we all do. We just love watching each other share and blossom, and we learn and we feel, and we get that energy from that. It's just an excellent feeling for sure. We're all energy, and we know that. So I just will remind people too that if they have time to share this video, it would be amazing to see more people out here today to ask questions and see what we're doing in the Oasis. I remind you that when you ask your questions, if they're not answered directly right here, we can always go back and answer them for you after this program. It's not going to be a long program. It's going to be relatively short. And let's see what we've got for comments coming in here right now. Hi.
I like the platform, Bill.
Yeah. That's for you, Dennis. Say hi, Lucky. I've said hi.
I like the little graphic.
If you add it as an emoticon, it goes in. But if you add it as the triangle on the side with the 3 for the heart, it doesn't go in as the graphic. Just for your information.
How's India, Lucky? Hi, Desiree. How's Canada?
How's the east coast of Canada, Desiree? Yeah, maybe you guys could all say where you're from. Oh, and there's Louise.
The Netherlands.
Yeah, the Netherlands.
Wow. We have people around the world.
Yes, we do. I'm glad you're here, Louise. Okay. So
I'm in Texas. I'm representing the great state of Texas until all the herd comes.
And I'm in Western Canada representing the west coast of Canada. And I think that as you look at Dennis and I were just talking about this, he's got his warm light glowing because it's nice and warm down south. And I've got my cool light on today. It's been a little bit chilly in this part of the world. And Lucky says, oh, look at that. Lucky says it's great, Dennis. India is great. And
hi, Joanne.
Joanne's here. Yeah. Hi, Joanne. Where's Joanne from now? You know that.
New Mexico.
Oh, New Mexico, right.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. Good to see you all here, girls.
Am I the only guy here?
You're the only guy. You're kind of like my horse at the barn. I call him I call the rest of his herd are all female. I call them his.
I've never been called a horse. Look like I'm kind of like your horse.
You're not. No.
You're not from Wyoming. I've never had anybody say that to me.
No, you have a harem.
No, 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 no,
My horse has a harem.
no, 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 no. I'm just the horse running around in the prairie.
Well, that's a great place to be.
Yep, this is great.
Okay. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Oasis, energy in the Oasis.
Hmm.
And we're going to join others around the world sharing their journeys and inner guidance. This is where you can find us if you're looking to see this. We are an informal group of leaders changing the world. And did you want to say any more about that, Dennis?
I would say the magic of it is the people that are involved in it. Like you see some of the people around the world, and what happens when people are aligned. That's you can't really replicate that. When people feel their own feelings and they feel like they're in the right spot, like almost like they're coming home. And then all of the things that happen in the group work, the groups around the world, the inner guidance things that we're going to talk about, the universe we're going to talk about, it's definitely about what happens when people come together and are aligned.
And it happens in their own space at their own time. I love that it's just so personal and that you walk away with that wonderful feeling of energy.
Yep.
Okay, so today we're going to discuss briefly two of the seven symbols of the universe. And we're going to start with the soul and the universe.
You bet. Well, this is to me, when I first found out about this in 1981, and I was at a point in my life where I wanted to find the answers myself. I didn't want someone to keep telling me all these great concepts, all these theories, all these different things outside of me. I wanted somebody to respect me enough to say, look, you have it. You came with it this lifetime. Here's how you can unfold it and bring it out. And right when I got to that point of sincerity, this is after years of, going through a lot of struggle. I was always very sensitive. And I felt everything. And because I felt everything, I thought it was me, being a very sensitive person. And because I took all these pressures and different things on, I was very lost. And I got to the point where I looked everywhere. I looked in religions, psychology, philosophy, experts, leaders, everywhere outside of myself until I finally got to the point where I had to give up. I was like, I cannot find the answers. And at that point, something happened. I changed, and I started to look inside, and I call it a point of sincerity. And when people are at that point where they want to find these answers for themselves, that's when the opportunities come. And that's what this is about, is giving people an opportunity to find that place that's always been there. So I'm going to go over some of the basics of the universe. So hopefully this will give you a sense of freedom, that you can do anything you want, and that everything is happening like it's supposed to, just like it is. And all we need to do is understand ourselves and be who we are in this life. So I guess the first thing we always start with is energy. So if everyone wants to rub your hands together just like this, and just pull your hands apart and feel the energy between your hands. Just feel that energy. What's it feel like? Can you feel it out to here, or is it more just right here? Is it heat? Just take a breath. Feel that energy. That's who we really are. It's like a magnet. And then just turn your hands toward the screen. See if you can feel the people that are out there right now. The amazing thing about the internet is that there is no separation. We can feel people around the world just like if they're sitting right next to us. So we do a lot of things in the Oasis. We do techniques. Every week, we've got about 12 different groups right now. And every week we do a different techniques to help people feel energy, to heal themselves, which is really important because everything starts with energy. The universe itself is made up of attraction, of what we feel and what we're guided toward. When we're born and we come into this lifetime, we already know what we want and what we need. We're attracted to it. We just go toward it. If you ever watch kids at a playground, they're going every which way. They're just going, they're not thinking. And they know because they feel it. What's happened throughout time as we get older is those feelings, those true feelings, start to get clouded by the environment. Okay? So that's why it's really important to use this energy to cleanse ourselves. And we use a technique to help you cleanse So you can be back into that bubble of energy you came with when you first started in life. So that's the foundation of what we talk about, is how to be in that crystal clear energy of feelings. And then the next part we talk about is how to balance that, in this world of planet Earth, and why we chose to come to planet Earth.
What I love most about this is the fact that I'm getting an echo, but I'm just going to ignore it. What I love most about this is that we get this chance to talk in first person and to really talk from our hearts to ourselves about ourselves without sort of extending that and being told how to feel, what to do, because that is so prevalent today. Everyone is the expert. So thank you for that, Dennis.
Yeah, lots of people, what they'll do is, a lot of society is based on, like I said, looking outside of yourself, right? So what we try to do with the Oasis is create an environment where people respect themselves enough, not only with your own internal guidance, with getting your answers from your own guidance, but also being able to share with people without any judgment, comments, or anything. It's all about your own personal experience in this planet. That's how we grow, our own personal experience. We can read books, we can look at other people, but when it becomes our own experience is when we start to become free. So that part of us this is the next part, the next symbol in the 7 symbols, is the balance of thought and feeling. So if you take a minute to just relax and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Relax your jaw. Just one more deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just know that right now everything is happening in the way that it needs to happen. And feel it. Allow your energy to open up and sense it. Do you feel lost? Do you feel confident? Do you feel excited? Do you feel, nervous? Whatever it is those are your true feelings. Okay? Now, what you need to do is balance that with the other part of part of life, which is your discerning or your intellect. A lot of people have one or the other. They're either very sensitive or they're very intellectual. But if we don't have both of those two working together in rhythm, almost like a marriage, then you can't really move through life in a sense of peace. What I mean by that is, for me, I was very sensitive, but I didn't understand that most of the things that I was feeling were not me. So my mind started to discern. I'd feel something, I'd feel a headache, or I'd feel some anger or something. I'm like, where's that coming from? Is that coming from someone else? Is that coming from the past? Is it coming from something that, is around the environment? So not only can we understand what we're feeling so we can move forward, we can start to work with our guidance to get insights that help us understand exactly what's going on in our life right now, whether it's a lack of abundance, not having the right relationship, health problems, not feeling clear or relaxed or calm, that you are on your path. So what we do is we allow our gifts to come. Like if you close your eyes for a minute, take a nice breath and allow a picture to come to your mind or a feeling to come to your mind. Our gifts of our guidance will come through our senses of our hearing, inside our clairaudience, our clairvoyance, our feeling, or our prophecy, which is knowing. So just get a picture. It'll come like that. It'll come like almost like the speed of light. When you're relaxed, you'll get these images. So now when you get that image, Cheryl, what did you get?
I sort of got a bunch of things at once instead of just my true feeling, which is my strong point, which I felt in my heart. I felt this warmth in my heart and this throbbing of my heart. And then I saw it happening. I saw the heart pulsing. That's what I got. And, I won't get into it too much here, but sometimes people negate their imagination. But imagination is a great tool for intuition and guidance.
Absolutely.
And I find when I realized that, I was able to see more than just feel.
It's almost like the spigot.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the spigot on. And then the imagination comes and the water starts flowing. And at first, when the water starts flowing, it kind of maybe spurts a little bit or a little dirty. But once it starts flowing, it becomes crystal clear. So you've hit the nail on the head. That's why we want to share in the Oasis in the groups. and people meet around the world online so that their energy can flow. And then those insights come and you start to understand what is it that you're doing that is a habit that is not helping you spiritually. Okay? We have to understand, if we want to be free in this life, we have to understand what's happening with our sensitivity.
And it's just so wonderful that you can do that at your own speed.
Exactly.
You know, you can attend what you want to, and it's just, I have to say, I've had an amazing journey here, and I just would never give up what I'm doing right now. Living from my heart, helping others and sharing and being able to open up is just amazing. So maybe we should talk a little bit about our free experience right now that others can join in if they'd like to. What it is an experience for inner guidance and sharing at the Oasis on Sunday. It's absolutely free. And type in yes in the box if you want to be sent the link or hear more about it. And remember to add it to your calendar if you do that so you don't forget. And Dennis, what would you like to say about this?
Well, the Oasis has a couple foundational things. One of them is being cleansed and receiving our inner guidance. The other part of it is getting organized to live our purpose this lifetime. We all have a gift, and the Oasis wants to help people get their gift organized so you can be abundant. Planet Earth is about taking your wisdom and delivering it to people in tiny bite sizes, because no one has had your whole life experience. So what you want to do is you want to break it down. So maybe Lucky, you know, her gift to the Oasis, when she brings, you know, her program, it has to do with Jeannie in a journal, you know, going into that place of writing and being honest with the love that we came with and where it was lost. Or open spaces like Sylvia and her program within the Oasis. It has to do with the youth and the joy and the enthusiasm that we all have to be creative. And the other people that are in the workshops in the Oasis, they're all designing something. So it's not a place where you just inflow your angels and your guidance. It's a place where you outflow your message to the world. And I have never personally felt anything as clear. You know, I get chills and guidance every time I am involved with it. It's not about me. It's not about one person. It's about each person who feels it's their time to bring out what they have, you know, from within.
Oh, hi, Ellis. It's good to see you here today. And Louise says hi to everyone. That's an amazing offer, everyone, that free. So please type in yes if you're interested in that. And I know there'll be a lot of people that are here post-broadcast, so I'll just remind them to put it on their on their calendar if they do that, so they remember to look for the link that will be sent if they type in yes. Okay, Dennis, is there anything else you wanted to talk about today?
No, I would just say that we're at the beginning. We're at the point where we just want to give people a sense of what this is about. And the next, you know, symbols that we're going to go into is society. How do we get stuck in society? How does our families maze from our parents, you know, what does that do to us, and why did we choose them? Why are the things happening in our life, in our society? There's a reason why they're happening. And taking that into the next step of energy, because this goes really deep. The things that happen to us on planet Earth, not only what we chose for experiences, but the energy of other people, and even souls that are no longer in body, affect us. So we need to understand society, and we need to understand the zones of energy around planet Earth so that we don't get influenced so much, and we can move forward with what we've come here to do, because we're all very sensitive. And the last thing I really want to say is that the greatest growth, the really only real growth that happens in your life is when you take a step. No one else can do that for you, whether it's with this or whatever you do in life. Take a step, do something, and you're going to see a new perspective, and then a new perspective, and then you'll get some momentum. But if you don't take that first step, there's really nothing your guidance can do, nothing anyone can do. It's going to be a limbo place. So I want to invite people to, you know, trust themselves, discern, and take action.
I think that's a wonderful invitation. I hope a few people take us up on that.
And if not, we're still going to have fun, right?
So exactly. This is for the people who feel aligned to do more with their life, to be more, and to really delve into who they are.
Yep.
And that's what life's all about to me.
Yay.
I just see Lucky saying that she thinks imagination was a great tool to intuition as well. So I think that was just such a big help to me. Thank you for that, Lucky. Okay, so our next live production, Dennis, would you like to do one weekly and do the society next week?
Yep, okay. We'll do society and the zones of energy.
Sure. That sounds wonderful. And for the rest of you, I have, if you're just coming on or if you're listening to this after it was posted, at the top I have put a link into the universal symbols so you can take a look at them and read a little bit about them, and we'll delve into each of them.
I would like to say one more thing that's just coming to me from guidance. Okay. Anyone who comes on Sunday, we're going to give them their guidance profile for free. Okay. Ooh. And what that means is it's usually a 1 hour thing for $75. When you join the Oasis, you know, it's like $10 a month to join to try it out. But anyone who comes to that, I want you to work with your guidance. And it's a chart. And what that does is it tells you how many angels you have this lifetime, what your life purpose is this lifetime, what your gifts are. You know, is it clairvoyance, clairaudience, knowing, you know, seeing? We have all of these, right? But you really need to understand yourself and how you work with your guidance. And that's just something that maybe will help some people. It's a tool. It's the biggest fishing pole I've ever had. So maybe it'll help.
That's perfect. I sure loved it. It was the beginning of my journey.
Yeah.
I thought that was the first thing I needed to do.
Yep.
Okay, everyone. Have a great day. Look forward to talking again next week. And thank you for showing up.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Okay, it's in.